We all know that writing is not allowed in the first 5 minutes of OET writing test. We have to read. But you know why is that? As we all know, we have 45 minutes to write OET letter. And in this 45 minutes, in the first 5 minutes, we are only allowed to read. We cannot write. Today, we are going to see why is that. Let's see the evaluation criteria first. We have 6 criteria to assess our OET letter. The first criterion is purpose. What we have to do if we want to get maximum marks for purpose, which is 3, we just need to make purpose of our writing or the reason why we are writing the letter immediately apparent, then we have to expand it in later paragraphs sufficiently. That's it. If we are doing it, we will be getting 3 out of 3. So where from I get points? From case notes. And how we get it? By reading it. This is one of the reasons we have to read, not to write in the first 5 minutes of OET writing. Let's see the second criterion, which is content. What we have to do if we want to get maximum marks for content, which is 7. We just need to include the relevant information and it should be presented in a way appropriate for the reader. If we do it, we will get 7 out of 7. And where from we get the relevant points? From case notes. And how we get it? By reading. Now let's talk about the third criterion, which is conciseness and clarity. What we have to do if we want to get the highest? We just need to exclude the irrelevant information and we just have to write our letter in a clear manner. If we are doing it, we will be getting 7 out of 7. That's it. And how do we know that it is an irrelevant information? We have to analyze case note correctly. And how we analyze case note? Reading. So this is the third reason. Let's see the fourth criterion, which is genre and style for OET writing. And what about this fourth criterion? You just need to make your writing factual and professional. How our writing will become factual? If we are writing only the points given in case note, our writing will become factual. And of course, if we want to write something professionally, we have to write that in a formal manner. And where from you get this factual information? From the case note. So what you have to do if you want to crack highest for genre and style? You have to analyze the case note correctly and just include only the factual information given. We cannot include anything that we guess. We should just take the case note given. For example, if there is a query mark next to the diagnosis, we have to write it as who is suspected with infectious bowel syndrome rather than who was diagnosed or who has been diagnosed with infectious bowel disease. That's it. So we spoke about 4 criteria from the total 6 criteria of OET writing. All these 4 criteria talk about case note analyzing. All of them talk about reading. This is the reason OET official design OET writing test in certain manner that you have to read in your first 5 minutes of OET writing, because by reading you are analyzing the case note correctly and you are also segregating what you have to write in your OET letter and what you don't need to write. And if you are doing this, you will be getting full marks for 4 criteria. Let's see the 5th criterion, organization and layout, which talks about the way that you present information in your letter. And it is like you have to highlight the key information. And how do you know that it is a key information? You analyze case note correctly. So this is the 5th criterion, organization and layout. The criterion also talks about the way that you present your paragraph in your OET letter and how you structure your OET letter. If you want to get maximum marks for this criterion, still you needed to analyze the case note correctly. So we discussed 5 criteria from total 6 of OET assessment, all of them directly related to case note analyzing. And how you analyze case note? By reading it. Only the 6th criterion, language, talks about how you are writing your letter. That means the language that you use to transform your case note, how well you're representing it with proper grammatical structures, the vocabulary that you use, the spelling mistakes, the punctuation, all those things. But 5 criteria that we discussed so far directly related to case note analyzing. And if we want to get maximum marks for each of them, we just need to analyze case note correctly. And how we analyze case note? By reading it. This is the reason writing is not allowed in the first 5 minutes of OET writing test, because OET want you to crack highest marks possible for your case note analyzing, which is very important in letters that are written in healthcare setup. For example, referral letters, discharge letters, transfer letters and all. Because based on the information that we provide in our letter, the doctor has to treat the patient, right? So it is more important to think about what you are writing rather than how you are writing in your OET letter. What I mean, we have to focus more on the key information or the information that we give in our OET writing rather than how you are transforming it. So always give importance to case note analyzing along with your language. I'm not saying that you don't need to think about language, you just need to write simple sentences and all. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, language is not the only important criterion in OET writing. There are 5 other criteria that are directly related to your case note analyzing. This is the reason you have to read in the first 5 minutes of OET letter. For more such information on OET letter, you can follow us on our social media platforms such as YouTube and Facebook. Thank you.